Number 208 in the Imprint range is Georgia from 1995, starring Jennifer Jason Leigh and Mare Winningham. A great cast, story that is somewhat interesting, but ultimately this movie wasn't quite for me, as we follow Sadie, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, a young girl who lives in the shadow of her much more successful sister, played by Mare Winningham. Georgia, the titular character. Georgia is a folk singer who has a great reputation. She has a kind of duality to her as well. She's got the home life with the family and the kids, and then she goes out touring, doing her music and being successful that way. She's balancing her life wonderfully well.
Good to see you.
You were great out there, man.
And the complete opposite of that, we have Sadie, who is a complete wreck, who just attaches herself from one bad decision to the next, usually in the form of men that are just toxic or that she makes toxic through her actions. We see her kind of latch on to people, move across the country, try to build a singing career that she wants so desperately to emulate her sister, but she doesn't have that same talent that her sister has. She doesn't have the same smooth voice. It's more abrasive, more raspy, much more aggressive, and doesn't suit the music that her sister does.
Thoroughly confused. Maybe they could meet some old acquaintances.
The story is all about this character of Sadie as she kind of self-destructs, as she gets stuck into drugs, poor men choices, life choices, just going on the road trying to make music, but being within that environment of just trundling along, never finding any real success, always looking for the big break that you know is never going to come.
Don't get pissed at me.
Don't get sick in the rabbit, okay, Sadie?
And it's a showy acting performance. You can understand why Jennifer Jason Leigh produced and starred in this one, because it gives her a range of scope to do some nice acting, to show what she can do. But I never found the story to be that enveloping. I never found myself emphasising with the characters. Quite often I found Sadie to be rather abrasive, someone that I couldn't connect with, to find her choices almost mesmerising as to why she was doing some of the things that she was doing, as she self-imploded often throughout the film. Even when people try to help her, she insults, chases them away, almost berates them for trying to help her along. She believes she has a talent which just isn't there, which is even more frustrating for a lot of the characters in the film. They want to help her, they want her to do good, but she just doesn't have that ability to make it happen.
Ooh, stern silence. Georgia was embarrassed of me.
I thought that Georgia was a bit of a slog, watching this character who, through all the trials and tribulations that she has, doesn't grow any. At the end of the movie, she's almost as vain, disillusioned, and on this destructive path as she was at the start of the film. Even though what she's been through, she's still going to go back into that routine of what she does best, which is eke by, make poor choices.
My name's Sadie Flood. And we're gonna come to terms, Portland, okay?
I did like the aspect of Georgia, however. The one aspect of the story that I found really enjoyable. A woman who has all her life together, who has her family life, who has her husband, who has her job on the road singing and to these large audiences. She seems to have everything, and that kind of juxtaposition with Sadie was interesting, but not interesting enough to make me recommend this film. It was one that I found that I couldn't really connect with the material. I would love to know your opinion of it though, if you've seen it. So, if you have checked out Georgia, if you liked it, loved it, hated it, whatever, let me know in the comment box below. And while you're down there, hit the thumbs up, because it really helps these videos. Let's jump in, have a little look at the extras on Georgia. So here we are in the disc for Georgia. Let's go to the special features. We have an audio commentary by film historians Brian Reisman and Max Avery. We have The Flip Side of Static, an interview with actor John Doe, which runs at 44 minutes 22 seconds. It's a fantastic conversation listening to these two guys just talk about getting the sort of role in the film, bringing the music aspects to it, working with the director, and Jennifer Jason Leigh covers a whole gamut of things, and it's just fantastic. When we go to the archival interviews, we have one with Jennifer Jason Leigh, 5 minutes 23, one with Mayor Winningham at 4 minutes 18, one with John Doe at 4 minutes 24, and one with the writer Barbara Turner at 4 minutes 21, who is Jennifer Jason Leigh's mother, and talk about this kind of genesis of the project. These are all kind of interesting small snippets. I could have done with them being a little bit longer because I'm just starting to get into the conversation when they kind of finish. And we have the theatrical trailer, which is 1 minute 34. That's a disc for Georgia. So there we have it, Georgia. Not one I can fully recommend. Interesting enough if you're interested in that kind of scene. If you kind of like these road movies with destructive characters, maybe you might find something here. If you have some good things to say about it, let us know in the comment box so people have a different opinion than just mine. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership program, and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me, which is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.